Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tales of Three, your favorite all-queer D&D-based podcast. My name is Dusty, my pronouns are they, she, and I play Ivy Nightbreeze Tinkerfey, whose pronouns are she, her. And here's a little tip. You want just a little bit of pizzazz in your iced coffee, put brown sugar in it.
Interesting. Hello, everyone. My name is Ariana. My pronouns are she, her. I play Alara Spindlespark, whose pronouns are also she, her. And what's hemomancy?
Hello, everyone. My name is Wayra. My pronouns are she, they, and I play Véres, whose pronouns are he, they. I am still in the DM seat, mostly, much to my chagrin.
Get comfy.
No, I joke. I'm having fun.
Get comfy.
And to answer your question, Ari, wouldn't you like to know, other boy?
No, we already know. It's blood magic.
It is, yes. It is the manipulation of blood
Spoiler.
and life essence.
It's not a spoiler.
It has been 13 years since the world nearly split in two. Those of us that knew of the cataclysm at the time have tried to move on. However, as the lines between worlds started to thin again, it was only ever a matter of time before something terrible started to pay attention. But who will stand at the gates for us? Why, for our employees at Thorn Investigations, of course.
Least I can do for, all that you do for me.
My reflection looked back, distorted.
There's absolutely nothing normal about this.
This wasn't right from the start, so why don't you tell me the bits you're leaving out?
The Thorn Files is a Monster of the Week actual play podcast, perfect for fans of mind-bending mysteries and terrifying monsters. We have new episodes coming out every other Friday, and you can find us on whatever podcasting app you use. Join us for our new season in January 2025, or if you'd like, go listen to our first season. Whatever the case, we'll be happy to have you. Just be ready to be scared.
A note regarding content warnings. This campaign is a dark fantasy that deals consistently with topics of body horror, complicated relationship dynamics, emotional distress, fantasy violence, gore, mechanized spiders, mental health and illness, profanity, and romantic and sexual relationships. A full list of episode-specific content warnings can always be found in the show notes of each episode. Last time, the Bone Wolf finally let Ivy come back, and together, our trio came up with a plan, which entailed letting the guards handle the bodies and the blight at the dam while Alara and Véres went to check out Doran's house and Ivy went to check out Dakoa's. Ivy once again took the lead and gave orders to Keji, Enzo, and Felix, and then everyone was running. Enzo grabbed some guards and brought them back to the dam, while we followed Alara, Véres, and Keji to Doran's house, where they found nothing but a cleaned-up home. Ivy, Felix, and a new guard who was a warlock of Titania, however, stumbled into trouble at Dakoa's house. First, they noticed an alarm spell on the door, then found an unconscious Novik blighted and tied to a chair. Ivy quickly healed and freed him, and then told him to leave. He tried to argue, wanting to stay and help, but eventually conceded to Ivy's command. On his way out, Alara and Véres saw him leaving the house wounded. Alara called out, and Novik stopped. Véres picked up that something was off with Novik, first because he saw a strange energy around the guard, and second because he was walking away from the herbalist hut, despite being blighted. A tense conversation ensued with Keji trying to convince all three of them to have their blight tended to, with Véres growing more suspicious of Novik, and Novik pointing out how irrational Véres was being while Alara just tried to keep the peace. As Véres failed another con save, their blight spread and he attacked Novik. Everyone watched as Novik's smile twisted into something almost inhuman as he shifted into a changeling. And we pick up now in the midst of Novik's shifting.
So you all watch as this person adapts what kind of looks like marble skin, and they look a lot more humanoid than other doppelgangers that you've seen. Véres immediately recognizes this to be a changeling because this is similar to what his form looks like. Only this form is a lot more feminine. Like, this person is clearly chosen to present feminine. And I think he wonders if that, weird thing that he saw was because this person is actually a changeling. They have a veil over their eyes. They have a crown. And there seems to be some kind of blood, blackish, blood pouring down from their eyes.
Love that.
It's very strange. There's also scarring on their chin from their lips coming down from their neck down to their chest. which also kind of looks like the blackish, blighty, inky veins. It's very strange, the contrast between the black and the marble white. It looks like art when they're standing still, but she does not stand still for long.
To be expected.
So she locks her gaze onto Véres, and she's like, "You want to fight? I'll give you a fight." And then she shrieks this kind of like almost wraith-esque shriek, and quicker than Véres can move, she rushes him. And with a natural 20, you see her take both of her clawed hands and jab them into his chest.
No!
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 I'm gonna roll some damage.
Let's see what she's working with.
That is 10 points of piercing damage. He's not raging, so it's not halved. Also, he's gonna take 5 points of necrotic damage. And as the claws sink into his chest, the blight on him spreads. And that's her turn. Next up is Alara.
Oh boy. Alara's gonna slip her good old trusty glove on, and she's gonna run up to the changeling. So that's a 14 to hit.
That hits.
8 points of electricity damage, and she cannot take reactions.
Amazing.
I am going to... am I going to step out of her range? She wants to move closer to the house, but she wants to stay close to Véres. I'm going to stay close to Véres. How does he look besides super blighted?
He looks okay. He looks like he could take a couple hits.
Does he look evil? Am I getting evil vibes?
Make an insight check.
Okay, that's really good. 19 plus 2, 21.
Right now, no. Right now, it looks like he got a concussion. He's not focused. It looks like he's fighting something.
She looks at him and she touches his forearm because he's holding his scythe, right?
Yeah.
So like she grips his forearm and she looks at him. Does he look in her direction?
Yep.
She goes, "Stay with me, okay?" And she looks like really like concerned and serious.
I'll do my best.
She nods, and that's her turn.
And that brings us to Véres' turn. Top of his turn, he has to make a wisdom save. But he passes, which is an improvement for him. He manages to maintain some clarity of mind, and he's gonna wail on this
Changeling, his kin.
changeling. His kin, yeah.
He's like, God damn it.
17 hits, so he's gonna take the second one against her, and that hits as well. He brings his scythe up and he kind of slashes from the right side. Was trying to aim for her head, but it's not, like her neck, but it's not hitting where he wants it to be. Instead, it kind of goes across like from one shoulder to the next for 13 points of damage. And the second one hits, he's gonna bring that scythe around under over and kind of hit her shoulder for a total of 11 points of slashing damage. She lets out a shrieking cry of outrage and pain.
Yeah, she does.
More of that black blood kind of spills out onto her and onto the ground and is covering his scythe. And that will be his turn. He's not going to rage because he doesn't want to risk losing control. Especially where he doesn't have clarity of mind when he's normal.
That's so valid.
Now it's Ivy's turn.
Let's go!
What's Ivy doing?
In the house!
Am I still in the house?
I believe so.
I did say as soon as I see Véres start to attack Novik, I was going to start running.
Okay, so you're almost out of the house.
So first, I'm going to take out the wand. I'm going to look at the two guards. Please go find the bodies.
Okay.
And then I'm going to rush out and cast Magic Missile on Novik / the only creature that looks like it's evil.
It's not Novik
Because
anymore.
I don't think I saw the transformation. Yeah.
So you leave out of the house and you don't see Novik anywhere. You see a changeling woman in the regalia of a priest of corruption in the middle of the street.
Who is currently still inside Véres, right?
Yes, her claws are inside Véres' chest.
Yeah, so that's who I'm going to Magic Missile. So these just hit. So 12 points of damage.
Perfect.
Did we ever figure out how many charges this wand has?
You're supposed to roll every day.
Okay, what am I rolling?
A D4.
Cool, it has 3 charges. Now
Nice.
it has
Is that your turn?
I believe so. Let me just double check and see if I've got any bonus actions that I can utilize. Okay, no, I'm good.
Awesome. That brings us to Bia.
Aw.
Bia! The dilemma.
No, I was gonna send Norman into the house.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Bia go in with the 2 guards and tell her quickly that if she sees either Sawara or Novik to let me know.
Okay. What's Bia's movement speed?
60 feet flying.
Amazing. Okay. So she gets in pretty deep into the house. She's like,
Yeah.
She catches up with them real quick. That brings us to Keji. I think that he's torn on what to do here. Because there's clearly a villain, but also there's a rampaging barbarian
who's covered in blight.
Yeah. So, and like he's low-key concerned that the longer he fights,
the worse it's gonna get.
The worse it's gonna get, and the harder he's gonna be to control.
Well, let me ask you this. Does Keji know about Priest of Corruptions?
Yes. Any guard from the capital for sure knows what blight is. And Priest of Corruption.
What is he more concerned with? A living, breathing Priest of Corruption in front of him?
Yeah.
Or a man who has shown restraint in the past?
I'm gonna go with the Priest of Corruption. I think you're right.
It's okay. Alara's got Véres handled.
So the Paladin's gonna rush in. He's gonna rush around Véres to the left side of him, to the Priest of Corruption. He's gonna pull out his long sword, and he's gonna take some attacks. 17 hits, plus he's blessed. Oh, he does not have 2 attacks, so he'll take the 1. Just a baby.
He's just a baby.
Just a baby. So that is going to be 11 points of slashing damage plus 11 points of radiant damage as he is also smiting.
Fuck yeah.
We don't do Priest of Corruption in this town. So 22 points altogether.
Woohoo.
That is going to be Keji's turn. That brings us to Novik.
Uh-oh. Wait, Novik? Real Novik?
Yeah.
Is he making death saves?
He's doing something.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Can the audience get a view for what's happening or no?
Sure. No, because I don't want to
Okay.
ruin it for you guys.
Fine. Sorry, audience.
I'm sorry. Next in the initiative order is the guard cluster. Guard times 4.
Oh my god. Get him.
They're going to move in, and they're also going to surround the Priest of Corruption.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Maybe to complicate things even more. When we attack this thing with piercing or slicing damage, is the black ichor going anywhere?
It's on the ground, it's on her, and it's on the weapons.
So it's not like splatting out?
No, it's adhering, it looks like.
But I mean, like, if somebody swipes at it and you know how, like, blood will go out? Like,
yeah.
Basically, my question is, does it has a chance to hit somebody?
There is a chance. To further complicate matters, yes. It depends on how much damage you do. I'm gonna roll to hit for all 4 of the guards. Okay. 2 of them whiff. They try to hit her as she ducks. She moves to the side. One of them just hits, so she went to bat it away, but it like slips past her arm and just gets her on the side for a total of 7 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
And the other one hits dead on for a natural 20.
What?
Yeah, one of the guards is doing great. In which case, he's gonna get... only rolled a 1, but he's gonna get a total of 7 points of slashing damage as well.
Let's go.
9, sorry.
Okay. I'm here for it.
And she doesn't seem to be doing bad.
Oh. Whoops.
She's still standing.
Okay.
Doesn't look bloodied yet. That's the guard's turn. We're now at Norman.
Norman!
The baby boy.
Alara takes off her goggles, programs Norman to go into, essentially, I think, to follow Bia into the house. He's gonna fly. So you hear his wings shink out, and he has 60 feet dash, so he's gonna fly over and probably keep pace with Bia.
Oh yeah, he catches right up to Bia. Bia, who is also side by side with the 2 guards inside.
Nice.
Speaking of them, now it's their turn. So they kind of rush into the room to check out what's going on in the house, and they open it to what looks like another bedroom. There's blood everywhere.
I love that.
There looks like there has been signs of a struggle. There is blood on the corners of a bureau. There is blood all over the side of the bed, all over the floor. No immediate sign of Novik or Sawara, though. So they're going to look around, investigate a little bit. They see a closet in the room kind of hidden behind the bureau, so they are going to work together to move that aside. And they deal with that issue. And when they open it, they find the unconscious, badly beaten body of Sawara, who is tied, and her wing looks like it's further busted. One of her wings is badly burned. It has been. It's a long-standing injury, but that same wing is now broken. She's holding on, so that is going to be their turn. Next up is Sawara, who, as the guards have found her and are looking her over, her chest is barely rising and falling. She's got that death rattle in her lungs, or it sounds like something wet coming through a really tight pipe, and that's her turn. Next up, Titania gets the message from Sunita, who is in charge of the guards here. Essentially, Sunita just reports what she's learned about the dam and the body situation. She doesn't know, nobody knows that Véres has been blighted, but they do know that Sawara is missing. And there's doppelgangers and possibly priests of corruption in this town.
Okay, so I'm going to roll initiatives for Titania. Because the first thing she's going to do... So do I have to roll initiative before she does an action, or...
No, she's going to be rolled into... There's no action for Titania. This is the thing. She's going to have to get rolled into initiative.
Right,
now.
so I have to roll before I can do anything.
Right, yeah.
I didn't know I was going to need Titania dice today. Lucky 13.
Titania remains at the bottom of the initiative.
Motherfucker.
But that's good. She's in queue. Back at the top of the list, we have the changeling. Ivy, you came out, right? Where are you standing right now?
In the doorway.
Ivy, when you walk out of there and you're taking the situation, 6 seconds goes by and that the changeling woman, the priest of corruption, looks in your direction, and you cannot see the eyes, but you feel them bore into you. And she cocks her head in an unnatural angle. Yeah, looking at you. And you just see these like perfectly painted black lips. Her mouth spreads into a smile that gets bigger and bigger and bigger, revealing sharp, jagged teeth. Well, I'll be damned. You were right under my nose this whole time.
Ivy looks behind her. Who the fuck you talking to?
Oh, he'll be thrilled. And as she says thrilled, she kind of like straightens up and she seems to elongate, almost getting a little taller.
Ugh.
Instead of standing at about maybe 5'10", she now stands at about 6'3". And her arms are more gangly and her legs are a little longer.
Brother, ooh.
Brother, ooh. And she turns her attention back to Véres and she's like, don't think I forgot about you. And she's going to take 2 attacks against him.
Véres is like, please forget about me.
Véres is like, actually, I'm fine if you did. She reaches out a claw hand, kind of going to jab at his throat, and he ducks down out of the way. Her hand goes completely over his head. And as he does, she quickly retracts that hand, and then with some kind of momentum, goes and like turns her other hand, and almost like a palm kind of strike that you would see Novik do, but instead with claws, she jabs that into his gut and she twists.
I don't like it.
This guy's not allowed to keep his guts.
Or a shirt.
Okay. Well, that's right. He just got that shirt. Fuck. 7 points of piercing damage and 8 points of necrotic damage. I need to make him make another Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
As this woman jabs her nails into Véres' stomach and hits him with that necrotic damage, the blight spreads even further.
Fuck.
It has now almost completely reached his eye. It spread up his neck so much. He's not completely covered in it, but there's a lot of blight on him. It's spread a lot. And I'm going to make him make a wisdom save, which he passes by a fucking thread. And that's going to bring us to Alara.
Okay. Alara does not have much that she can do, unfortunately. So she's going to try to zap this thing again. 18. 8 points of electricity damage again. She can't take reactions. And as a... I mean, all I have is healing word. It's not going to do much. How does Véres look, like, health-wise?
He's looking a little rough.
Yeah. Oh, as a bonus action, I can hand him a greater healing potion, right?
Yep.
I take a healing potion out of my pocket. I grab his hand. I place it in his hand. He looks blighty, right? And like...
Yeah.
Does he look evil yet?
Make an insight check. If he's not, it's a fucking miracle.
19.
He's holding on by a fucking thread.
Oh god, I don't even know what can she say. Just keep fighting. You got this.
It's a little cheerleader.
Yeah.
Oh, Laura, I'm sorry. Make a Constitution save.
Oh. 14 plus 18.
You're good. It doesn't spread and you take no damage.
Her concern for Véres is negating the blight right now. Okay, that's my turn.
Amazing. Véres' turn. Gonna make a wisdom save. Again, holding on by a fucking thread. Okay. Véres is gonna reach into his pouch on his hip. He's gonna take a very small strip of leather that he's gonna tie into a loop. He's gonna clench it into his free hand. And you watch as it kind of like his hand kind of shakes a bit, and when he opens it, the leather is turned to ash, in which he throws it at the changeling. When it hits the air and it hits her, it kind of swirls into this vermilion smoke around her, and I'm going to get her to make a Constitution saving throw, which she fails spectacularly without blight, and without Bane, but with Bane it's even worse. You watch her lift immediately 20 feet up into the air above him, and that's it. That's his turn. He holds her up there. He just kind of looks up at her. She kind of like shrieks in outrage as she's lifted up there, trying to struggle to stay on the ground, but is just unable to. Which brings us to Ivy's turn.
Ivy's gonna hit her with the wand again. 4, 3, and 3.
Nice.
She's also gonna quietly be like, why the fuck does this man go to so much trouble? This man being Nemeth.
That's a good question.
With a free action, she's gonna say, if you somehow survive this, tell Nemeth to fuck off.
Love it.
She just I'm obsessed with Ivy. She kind of like grins down at you. Oh, I have no doubt we'll see one another again.
And then Ivy flips her off.
Yeah.
And gets her wand ready again.
She is blasting
that ass.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings us to Bia.
Bia's still looking. She does tell Ivy that they found Suara. Bia doesn't know magic. She can't stabilize Suara, so she's gonna go look for Novik now.
Make a perception check. Is she leaving the room or is she looking in the room?
She's gonna look in the room. Still. 19. 16 plus 3. Oh, and she's blessed, right?
Yes.
23. She got it from her mom.
She doesn't see Novik in the room.
Okay, so she's gonna go to the next room.
Cool. It's the living room. Alright, that'll bring us to Keji, who now with his target in the fucking air. He's gonna reach down and he's gonna take out the javelin that's dropped to his back. And he's gonna throw it. He's gonna burn his arm back and he's gonna biff it up at her. And it misses spectacularly.
No!
Unfortunately, he aims a little wide and it kind of like arcs like beside her on the left. Goes past and actually almost sticks into the area where Ivy is standing, but like more towards the house. He's like, oh shit, sorry. And that's gonna be his turn.
Love it, love it, love it.
Now it's Real Novik's turn.
Come on, Real Novik.
Real Novik. Real Vic.
Real Vic. That'll be his turn.
Is he dying too?
I don't know. And now it's the group of 4 guards. Seeing their target in the air, they're gonna take out crossbows, putting their swords away, and maces, whatever had be.
Mm-hmm.
Only one of them hits, so the others go wide. And that's 6 points of piercing damage. You hear the group of them kind of like cursing under their breath as they miss, but one of them manages. And that brings us to Norman.
Can Norman make a check? An investigation check or something?
Yeah.
Essentially, Alara is programming Norman to look around to see if he spots any sign of like a hidden something.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
a hidden, like a
investigation check.
fucking, maybe he's under the floorboards or something like that. 19 on the die.
Amazing. Is he looking in the room?
He is so did Bia leave the room?
Yes, he went to the living room.
So he'll do a second sweep of the room because I think he's gonna go after. So like she did a sweep, now he'll do a sweep and then he'll follow her.
Okay, it's a 19.
Yeah.
With a 19, you don't see anything hidden.
Okay.
Nothing kind of out of the ordinary.
So then he's gonna follow Bia.
The warlock is gonna burn a spell slot and cast Cure Wounds.
Nice.
It's only 8 points, but at least Sawar is up.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, one saved.
She had 1 save left.
One more to go.
And as she casts that spell, Sawar comes to consciousness, startled, confused, and then she just goes right back out. She's stable, but she's exhausted. Which brings us to Titania.
I think everyone feels it before they see anything. The constant hum of magic that is in the air in the Feywild that kind of like tickles your skin sometimes, right? It's like that. It gives you like goosebumps and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Intensifies almost like static electricity. And first one butterfly appears, and then another butterfly, and then another, and another, and another, until there is this mass swarm of butterflies. They begin to fly in a circular pattern, getting smaller and smaller and smaller, until at this point there is this concentration of magic. Light begins to pour out of it, and in a golden flash, Titania steps out. Behind her is the changeling wizard Fee that you all recognize from the council, and I'm going to have them roll initiative as well.
Nice.
For a 7 on the die, which is actually good because that means they go next, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is Titania here, or did she just send?
Titania is here.
Oh boy.
Wearing a beautiful, almost like slip of a gown in these light pink and orange cream colors with gold and brown embroidery. And Fee is just wearing a like opalescent colored robe that kind of almost blends in with their marble-esque skin tone. So I think Titania stands, they appear about 20 feet behind where all the action is happening, behind the changeling priest of corruption.
She's in the air.
Well, but I mean like in that direction. So like they would be standing behind the priest of corruption, 20 feet behind there.
Oh, yes. That's where the rest of the guards are too. Okay, so she's behind the rest of the guards?
Mm-hmm. Because they're like in the street, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to get a clear visual.
She appears with Fee, and because Fee rolled a 7 on their initiative, it's their turn next. So I need the changeling to make a charisma saving throw with Bane.
Charisma with Bane, okay.
And she has to beat a 17.
That is an 18.
Okay, hold on. You see, Fee takes out a ruby that Alara at one glance is like, that's an expensive ruby. Like,
That clear cut, it is
Yes.
like glass.
She knows it is a fancy ass ruby and takes it in their hand, and they kind of like rotate their wrist, and as they do, it disintegrates into a powder. And they take their other hand atop it, and when they put it on top, and when they pull apart, it's like this white translucent mist, but has these red sparkles in it from the ruby. Fee does this quick hand gesture, and as they pull their hands apart, this white mist with the red sparkles start to travel up and out towards the changeling. And as it does, Titania puts her hand on Fee's shoulder, and you watch his body goes taut, and suddenly this mist transforms into vines, and they whip and snake out. They start at the changeling's feet, start to tightly wind themselves around, essentially entombing the changeling until only their mouth is visible, and you watch some of the vines go into the mouth and like press down on her tongue so that she can't speak. So by the time this is done, you see a person essentially mummified, wrapped up in vines with only an open mouth. So what I will say is, because she passed her charisma save on her turn, she can use some form of teleportation if that's available to her. to get out of this cage. That's what the save was for. But right now, she is entombed in this mass of vines, with Fee holding their arms out in such a way that it looks like, Véres, if you dropped your spell, nothing would happen. But I will say for both Alara and Véres, you have never seen this type of magic done before. Véres, I won't make you roll because I just think he would know. You know that this is like a form of Force Cage, the spell Force Cage, like a variation of it.
I think that he is fascinated and the nerd in him is biting at the bit.
So that is Titania and Fee's turn. You think she would know that the changeling passed the save?
Make an insight check.
29.
29, Jesus.
Well, let me just roll, but I don't think there's a point. Yeah, no.
If you got a natural 20.
No, Titania can tell that this changeling did make the save. They're not fully trapped.
So I think before the round ends, Titania will use a free action to say, I want her alive.
Yeah, there's a cacophony of response of yes, my queen, like immediately.
And Alara's like, yes, my queen.
He looks at her.
She shrugs. What else am I supposed to do? Okay, and that's it. Now I'll give it back to you now.
Very bombastic side eyes.
Yeah, so does Ivy. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Alara takes out her canteen and just takes a sip from it.
Very nervous right now.
She's so scared of Titania. It makes sense though. That is scary. All right, top of the round is the changeling.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. For a few seconds, like 2 beats of a heartbeat, it's still. And then all of a sudden, from within this mummification of vines, you see this sort of like inky blackness start leaking out of the crevices of the vines.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, it becomes hollow as it's engulfed in shadow, and she disappears. And she teleports and reappears 30 feet under the ground, which was her bonus action.
As she teleports out, the vines shrivel up and die, and they all just fall like dead to the ground.
Véres kind of steps out of the way of that. After reappearing on the ground, she's going to move 30 feet further away down the road. Actually, how close is Fee and Titania? How close are they to the group?
I said they were 20 feet behind her, so probably 25 feet?
25 feet? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The changeling, having been freed, is going to turn and book it down the street away from the group 30 feet. She's going to stop, turn around, and kind of wave her right hand over her left, almost like forming this kind of ball of energy. She swipes her right hand over the left palm, right hand reversed, and she points towards Fee, and I need him to make a Constitution saving throw. Well, I'm going to get Véres to do something as well.
She's scared of the wizard?
Yep.
That's an 18 on the die.
Oh, okay.
Plus 4 is 22, plus bless is 23.
Damn, okay. Okay, so as she does this kind of like, I want to say like almost a beam of this necrotic energy kind of fires out from her fingertips towards Fee. And just before it hits him, you see a swirl of vermilion smoke come to meet it. It wraps itself up and snuffs it out as Véres casts Counterspell with a natural 20.
Nice!
And stops Blight at 4th level.
Ooh.
From taking effect.
Yeah.
Fee turns around, and I think that they, despite the slight look of like disgust on their face because you're covered in blight, and they're so not about it, there's like a small, almost like smirk in their colorless eyes.
He just nods. That will be the changeling's turn. That's all she could do. Every attempt to do anything thwarted.
She's so outnumbered.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Next up is actually Alara.
Ooh, Miss Lur.
Lur
Spindlebark.
Miss Lur Spellspark. So now the changeling is behind Titania and Fee, right?
Yes. Probably about 10 feet away.
She's going to use her nanobots to heal Véres because there's a lot happening right now. The queen's here. She doesn't feel like she's going to have good aim. She's very nervous. She doesn't want to accidentally like shoot her with a crossbow or something. She's gonna take out she like uncorks the Véres vial, and the bots, like, because you're right there, they just swarm. Where's like the open wound? Your chest, right?
Yes, and his stomach, I believe. Now.
Oh wow, that's 4. So you get 8 points of healing back.
Woohoo! That's great. Thank you.
And then that's technically a bonus action. That's all she's gonna do.
Once again, it doesn't look like it's taking quite as much hold as it should.
Yeah.
But it does heal him a little bit. Cool. That's all she's gonna do, you said?
Yeah. She's like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. Honestly, she's like, I don't want to be a part of this.
It's a lot. I mean, a lot's happening in a few seconds.
Oh, can I hold an action?
Yeah, absolutely you can.
Okay, I'm gonna hold an action to fire the crossbow if we get to the end of this round and she's not taken down, Alara will shoot her crossbow.
Okay.
But she doesn't want to, so she's kind of just hoping that it'll get taken care of before then.
Yeah, for sure.
So she's like holding her crossbow and like shaking.
Oh, she's doing her best. She's doing great.
Thanks.
Nothing else she wants to do? Just want to move? Nothing?
No, she's gonna stay next to Véres.
Okay. Which actually brings us to Varys' turn. Interestingly enough, after that counterspell, Varys looks like he is more awake than he's been in the months that you've known him. He seems like he's got an extra little burst of energy, and you can kind of tell he's shaking his hands out, clenching and unclenching them, and actually the vermilion smoke that comes around him whenever he casts is like expanded out around him in kind of an aura-esque again, but it's staying and it's going a little bit crazy. And he kind of smiles. It seems like counterspelling that spell might have done something.
Is he smiling like maniacally, or is he smiling like
he's smiling almost like just normally happy?
Okay.
Like, this is a comfort.
Good. Alara's like, lean into that.
You don't have to tell me twice. He's going to, as a free action, he's going to draw focus on the levitate because it's not fucking doing anything. I think that he turns and he kind of clasps both of his hands together, taking some of the blood from his wounds, clasps it between his hands, and when he opens them, you see like a mote, a tiny little mote of flame. And as he opens his hands, it kind of grows in size.
Alara is watching wide-eyed.
The fire is kind of like flickering out of control. He pushes his palms back into each other, condensing the orb again, and then he kind of whips his hand back and hurls it towards the changeling as he's casting fireball at a 4th level.
You remember Titania said, I want her alive, right?
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out. I'm
giving
you a chance. Okay.
She doesn't
remember that.
She doesn't look bloodied.
That's valid.
And he's only up casting by 1 level, so.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make her make a dexterity saving throw. So with a total of 4 for her dexterity saving throw, thanks to the Bane, she fails. But she's gonna go ahead and try to counterspell. Bane, 12. She does not beat it. As this tiny little mote of flame goes rocketing towards this woman, just a little bit behind her, she kind of puts a hand out, and this green blackish ichor kind of forms around her hand and lashes out towards the spell, the fireball.
Mm-hmm.
It hits it and it dissipates against it. It has no effect. The ball continues behind her, and she leans to the side. It misses, and she kind of, for a second, she kind of grins. She laughs. It impacts the ground behind her, and the ground rocks with the impact as it detonates. In fact, for Fee, I think that without having to roll, he knows that this impacts with a little bit more energy than even a 4th level should have. Just a little bit more.
Does he know why?
Make a Arcana check for Fee.
As this fireball is flying by. I'm pretty sure he's got a +10. Arcana. Oh, he has a +14 to Arcana.
Jesus Christ. Body.
That's a 17, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
31?
No, hold on, I'm not done.
Oh, geez.
34 Arcana.
34.
These council members don't fuck around.
No kidding. That's probably warcasters in the military, I would say. I think that Fee would recognize this as something that happens for people who specialize in warcasting magic. Fee would recognize this to be a power surge, something that's common when warcasters kind of counterspell or dispel magic. They gain a little bit of extra oomph that they can expend.
Cool.
So a couple things happen. This spell detonates behind her, engulfing her in flame, and she kind of flies back forward towards Titania and Fee, skids on the ground, burned, a little broken, and unconscious as it hits for 67 points of damage.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
10 of which is force.
Cool.
She's immediately unconscious. And I think that's going to end Véres' turn.
Jesus Louises.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
When he sees her slide to essentially Titania and Fee's feet, he kind of like lets out a breath, sighs, and like shakes his hand out and just kind of stands there with his hands in his pockets. For now, we're out of initiative.
Do R3 do anything before Titania takes over?
Regroup immediately. Véres goes to Alara and tries to guide her along to Ivy.
She follows almost in a daze, like still staring at the body.
Bia found Novik, right?
Bia found Sawara. I think we left off with Bia heading towards the living room.
Yeah. So the guards inside the house have to know that Titania arrived, right?
I think everyone in a couple mile vicinity knows that Titania has arrived.
Yeah.
Like the delegates who are traveling to this town know that Titania has arrived.
They're like, oh shit.
Love it.
The next town over probably knows.
Would Felix and the Warlock keep searching, or would they come out?
Oh no, they would keep searching. They're looking.
Okay, good.
In which I'm going to actually roll perception checks and investigation checks for them.
Okay.
Ivy's really torn right now. She sends a message to Bia to be like, update? ?
So Norman is investigating for hidden paneling, hidden floorboards, hidden, something where like a body could be shoved.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
So that's a 16.
With a 16, as Norman's looking around, I think that he notices that there's a carpet over a section of the room that has been kind of turned over, because the guards, of course, looked under it. But they missed what he sees, which is that there is a floorboard that is disturbed.
You hear
In fact,
metal.
there's a section of the floor that is disturbed, and it seems like if you slide, the wood might move, like it might slide back.
So I think Bia will probably recognize, just because they've been together so long. Norman starts tapping frantically the spot that he found. And so I don't know how Bia can alert because Norman just stops and he's just like tapping.
Bia will fly over. Is this something that Bia could realistically do? Move this floorboard?
We can try. Roll a
Hook your talons in.
roll a strength check.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her strong suit, I'm sure.
Yeah, she's got a -2 to strength, actually.
She can try,
16 minus 2, that's a 14.
I think she gets it to shift a bit, but she doesn't get it all the way open. It's like cracked a bit.
She starts like going, meh, 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 to try and get their attention as she's struggling to move this thing.
I love it.
Felix turns around, hearing the meh from his new little buddy, and kind of goes over and says, what you looking at?
Meh. She keeps trying to move the board.
And then gets down. He sees the hole in the floor that she's made, kind of like this sliver of the floor having been moved. And he crouches down and goes, oh, good job, you two. And kind of gives them both a little pat. And then he is going to shove the floor forward. I'm going to roll.
Come on, barbarian.
No problem. With a 25 total, he just shoves that thing. It slides back perfectly. Almost kind of breaks it, actually, with the force of it. And there's little stairs. There's like a wooden diagonal ladder, almost like a set of stairs heading down into darkness down there. Felix will quickly descend down. As he heads down the stairs, we're going to head back outside. The guards have all rushed over to Titania and Fee. Keji is working on securing the changeling.
They all begin to do that. And Titania, I think, bends down because she's like 10 feet tall. So she kind of, squats down essentially. Very not queenly of her, I guess. But anyone who's close by can see she is mad.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
the look of absolute, like, not only hatred on her face, but disgust. She grabs the changeling by the back of the head, lifts her up to stand, and she's going to stabilize her and give her 1 hit point so that she wakes up.
Just to kill her again.
As she opens her eyes, the changeling is literally face to face with the queen of the Seelie. And she just looks at her and she goes, "Did you think that you were going to get away?" And she shoves her back into Fee, and Fee wraps their arms around the changeling, and they disappear in a flash of gold. And then she, like, dusts off her dress.
Present for Vassell, I assume.
And she walks over to Ivy. Ivy's still standing there, or did she go back in the house? What is she doing?
She's still standing there.
She walks over to the 3 of you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not hurt, right? She looks you up and down, like she can tell very quickly that you're not.
I actually don't think I am. Let me double check.
I'm pretty sure you took a permanent
wound. I did. I did take a permanent wound. I took, what was it? So, like, I think at, like, right now
20 some odd points.
Yeah, you're fucked up, right?
Yeah, I'm at 28 out of 48.
I think you said it was on the back of your shoulder.
It's on the back because she was running away.
I think it was the 3 claws on the back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the back of my shirt is torn open.
Okay. But she can't see that right now. But you still look, you probably don't look the best, right?
I mean, like I'm probably a little out of breath.
Disheveled?
Yeah, a little disheveled. And you could probably see, like, the clothing flapping in the back.
I do think the wolf healed a little bit of it, but I don't think it was completely.
The wolf healed the wolf, not
right.
Ivy.
It's different. Yeah.
She puts her hand out to you, and you see this, like, her magical essence is, like, kind of glowing around her hand.
Mm-hmm.
And she puts her hand out to you.
She hesitantly takes it, not knowing if this is going to be, like, healing, or she also doesn't really want to, like, ask questions right now.
As soon as you touch her hand, you hear the very familiar sound of the butterflies, massive butterflies flapping their wings. They start at your feet and they just whoosh up, and the 2 of you disappear.
Cool. Cool. Where do we go? Thanks so much for listening. We are grateful for the love and support.
If you're enjoying the show, please consider leaving us a 5-star review and tell your friends about us too. A like, subscribe, or share goes a long way for small creators like us.
If you want more Tales of 3, head over to our Patreon, where we have a ton of free bloopers and episode extras, as well as some paid tiers with even more perks.
Speaking of, we want to give a huge shout out to our Green Fiend Patreon supporters, Michael, Jen Bear, and Sage Luna.
Also, if you join the Red Rogues for $5 a month, you'll get access to RDCC, an after show where we deep dive into character motivations, player reactions, and give a glimpse at our creative process.
And with that, our story pauses here for today. Join us next time as we continue our adventures, and remember, it's never too late to start your own.
Bye!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
this.
All the time now for like the next 50 episodes, probably. We're full up.
Please
don't stop sending them because
please keep
to do this.
Please keep sending them. Okay, I'm going right into it because I'm on a roll. The episode 40, The Queen and Consequences. Sakura Fire said, imagine existing in a space where there are constant reminders of your deceased childhood friend / lover / roommate. Sounds like torture.
They were roommates.
Ivy, what do you have to say about that?
Oh my god, they were roommates. We weren't roommates.
They were roommates.
I would say that. We weren't roommates.
Best friends.
Besties.
Sure. That's all they were.
That's what historians would tell us. That's what historians would say about us.
That's what the history books say.
Not in this world.
Everybody's gay. Gay is in. Gay is hot. We're going to be gay.
There will be no queer erasure in our worlds.
No.
Episode 39, Glitching Bloody Hands. Sacrifier says, the word glitch is a mixture of Yiddish and German, meaning slippery place or to slide. Probably not fully intended, but I love the idea of Véres sliding through possible lifetimes. He's both fluid physically, spiritually, and sexually? God, I wish I could hide here like Discord. Haha.
Hide text here.
Hide text here like Discord. Haha.
Oh yeah, like spoilers.
Right.
No, it's all out in the open.
As out in the open.
Véres has no comment.
Véres is staring like he's just witnessed 10,000 horrors in the last 30 seconds.
No, I'm just
into the middle.
I'm just thinking, that is probably the most true statement I've ever seen about myself from somebody else. No. Joking, of course, but
Sakura understands you.
I see.
On a spiritual level, wink.
In
wink.
what realm does this Sakura live? I feel as though we could be friends.
He is a bear in a top hat.
Yes. That bear, though. That's a callback to a previous episode. Or maybe this episode. I don't know where these are going.
I don't know what callback you're talking about.
Me either.
The person who puppets Véres said that bear, though, before the bear came out of the episode. It was like a spoiler in an intro.
Oh, that's not out yet.
Oh, right.
No, I think it's out now, actually. I think it just came out.
Not during these comment reads.
Well, this is the future. We're in the future.
I'm going
Next.
back to bed.
No!
Look out for the
Wake
bear! Wherever the bear is, in the
bear.
past, the future, the present, the bear is there. Anyways, Véres, your turn.
It is the time-traveling bear. Episode 38, Dinner with the Parents. Sakura Fire says, the social classes were clashing so hard in that episode they were crushing the velvet.
The velvet. A huge
Oh
shout
heck,
out.
a huge shout out this time. I feel special.
Your mic went up. Oh heck. I was like... Yes, because now we give a huge shout out to our Patreon Green Fiends.
Yes, we are very appreciative.
We are hugely grateful.
Can I amend my resignation to say that if Véres dies, I will also leave the podcast?
You have a lot of stipulations.
You can't just say if anyone you like dies.
Listen, I don't care about a lot of people. I'll still be here if Ivy dies. I'll just make a new character.
But if Novik dies, that's it.
Yeah.
So-
Moss will just come. Ivy's twin sister. It's fine.
Moss. So,
It's an evil Bibbit boy.
What if it didn't?
what if it didn't?
What if
Let
it
me
didn't?
pose this.
Let me query.
So,
The queer is querying.
the doppelganger is inside of Véres currently.
But not in a fun way.
No.
Not in a fun way.
Who are you hitting?
The changeling.
Okay, sorry.
Véres.
Okay, fine.
She's
My
hitting
audio cut
Véres.
out when you said that. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Um,
She gives him a little kiss. No.
go on. You little kiss.
Peck on the cheek.
Little peck.
She's gonna kiss him to make the, the
Yeah,
Disney
power
movie.
of love.
I'm just kidding.
Lol. Let's see. Where is Kiji from?
I'll tell you. Hold on. Do you know why? I have this thing that I use.
Yes, he does. My notes. Oh wow. You might be a little faster than your continuity
I know,
document
for
today.
real.
Your continuity document?
My
Yep.
continuity document. Tell me how you
No,
really
I said
feel.
continuity.
I heard
Don't put
continuity.
words in my fucking mouth, guys.
I heard continuity as well.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Don't be sorry.
okay.
It was very
I like
funny.
it.
It's fine.
I said con. I swear.
This isn't you. Look
She's
at me.
gonna be
Look
like,
at me.
look
This
into
isn't
my
you.
eyes.
She's losing her shit too. What do you mean?
Look into my evil eyes and let's be evil together.
Let's be evil together.
She's fine so far.
So far.
I mean,
Hopefully
she's
she holds
angry.
out.
You look like a mastermind. Like when I look up at you, you're like
What?
doing all the things.
Yeah, I have so many things to keep track of. Sorry.
It's okay. Does he take any damage for casting the spell or anything?
Nope. He had a component. I rolled
Okay.
for. He got some from Nate. He took his spell component pouch.
Okay.
So I rolled to see if he would get it. And he
Gotcha.
did.
Okay.
Justy, I just saw your letter of resignation in the chat.
I think they appear. I'm just waiting for Lucy to stop wandering
Lucy.
around over there. Come here, Lucy. Come onto the carpet. Come onto the carpet.
She's got places to be, and that doesn't involve the carpet.
Apparently not. She can barely stand on the floor anymore. She's like slipping and sliding. Come here, honey.
She needs little booties.
I was gonna say, if
Why?
you put socks on her.
No. They would have to be grippy socks or else she would just slip
Well,
even
yeah.
more.
Yeah.
A dangerous position to be in, really.
She's 10 feet from Titania.
Yeah. And she dared to stop and fire at the wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's a dumbass.
Girl. Really is.
There's so many different things that I would like to do right now. One of which being run into the house and see if she can find the bodies, but she doesn't want to leave Véres. She's not going to leave him.
She's not going to leave the baby boy?
She's not going to leave the baby boy. Didn't she give him? She gave him a health potion last time. He didn't drink it, did he?
Not yet. His turn hasn't come around.
Okay.
The counterspell was a reaction.
Yeah. She's going to. Is he gonna fireball?
Véres just snaps and kills everyone.
It's fucking Changeling City right now. I just realized.
I know, it's the most changelings he's ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's a power surge.
Say that again.
My bad. Again.